So we already completed the first two chapters in the last class. Okay. So first we studied what is meant by a sentence, then what are the rules to form the different types of sentences, and then we learned what is SVO sentence. Then we studied SVC sentence, SVOC sentences, and OVS sentences. Okay. So for a new students, Sai Sharda and Akshay 3, I will post the recording. Okay, this is a recorded class. So you can view the previous classes recording if you have missed the classes. Okay. அந்த classes வந்து
Okay,
first
ma'am.
நம்ம 3 classes already complete பண்ணியாச்சு. 3 to 4 classes complete பண்ணியாச்சு ஆமா. நம்ம ஏப்ரல் 30th ஏப்ரல் எண்ட்லயே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணியாச்சு. அப்ப அதனால மேல வந்து 4 classes இருந்தது. So அது வந்து உங்களுக்கு you can look at the view the recording. You can watch the recording and you can learn. Okay, இன்னைக்கு வந்து we are starting a new chapter that is called Subject-Verb Agreement. Okay, so we know how to identify a subject in a sentence. Subject means about whom or about what we are speaking about in a sentence, and it will be the performer of the action also. So subject அப்படிங்கிறது யாரை பத்தி இல்ல எதை பத்தி ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ்ல நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோமோ that is called the subject, and the subject will be the performer of the action. It will be the doer of the action. Okay, for example, in the sentence I go to school, here I'm speaking about myself, so I is the subject. What is the
Yes,
action? Yeah, what is the action that I am doing here?
ma'am. Go.
Go is the action. So we call action words as verbs. Okay, verbs in any action word is called a verb. And to school அப்படிங்கிற that part is called the object. Okay, so object is the receiver of the action, subject is the performer of the action. So these are the definitions that we studied in the first class. After that, we studied the rules to write a sentence. So what is the first rule that everyone must follow when we are writing a sentence? When we are writing any type of sentence, the first rule is all sentences should begin only in capital letters. Right? Whatever sentence you are writing, it should start only in capital letters. That is the first rule. The second rule tells that every sentence can end either in full stop or question mark or sometimes in exclamation mark also. Full stop, we all know what is full stop, we all know what is question mark. Exclamation mark is that Acharya Kuri. Okay, so sentences can end in these three ways. The third rule is that every sentence will have a subject and a predicate. So what is meant by predicate? We will study that. Before that, all the sentences must have a subject. That is the first thing we all know because there cannot be a sentence without subject. Subject illama we cannot write a sentence. So what is meant by predicate? Predicate means it is the combination of verb and object. Okay. நம்ம கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி சொன்ன மாதிரி subject verb object, this is the standard pattern of a sentence, normal pattern of a sentence. In this general pattern, subject will be there as it is, the verb and object is together called the predicate. So in the sentence I go to school, I is the subject and go to school is the predicate. இந்த go to school அப்படிங்கிற predicate தான் வந்து we are dividing into two. So go will become the verb, to school will become the object. So I go to school. Here subject and predicates are there. There is one subject and one predicate. What happens? You are dividing the predicate into two parts. So you are splitting it, one part as verb and one part as object. So finally you get three parts, subject, verb and object. Okay. Then we studied that there are many other patterns also like subject verb. SV pattern is also there. SVC, subject verb complement. Then SVOC, subject verb object complement. And finally we studied OVS pattern. OVS. OVS means object verb subject. Okay. So in today's class we are going to learn that subject and verb in a sentence will always have an agreement. What is meant by an agreement? Agreement na ஒரு bond. So there is such an adjustment. It is a bond between subject and verb. For example, if I am having an agreement with Purushothaman, okay, so I am telling Purushothaman that Purushothaman, you have to study properly. You should study well. Only then you can score good marks. So I will teach you English only if you study well. So this is my demand. So if Purushothaman tells, okay, ma'am, sure, I will listen to your words. I will obey your words and I will study well. So that is the agreement that Purushothaman and I are having. நான் புருஷோத்தமனுக்கு ஒரு டிமாண்ட் வைக்கிறேன். ஸோ ஹீ இஸ் அக்செப்டிங் தட் டிமாண்ட். அப்ப 2 பேருக்கும் நடுவுல இருக்கிற அந்த பாண்ட் தான் அக்ரீமெண்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது. Okay. Similarly, in sentences we have subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement is nothing but just one single sentence. You can understand that if the subject of a sentence is singular, then the verb must also be singular. And if the subject of a sentence is plural, then the verb should also be plural. I repeat, if the subject of a sentence is singular, ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ்ல சப்ஜெக்ட் சிங்குலர்னா வேர்பும் சிங்குலர் வேர்பா இருக்கணும். சப்ஜெக்ட் சிங்குலரானா வேர்பும் சிங்குலரா இருக்கணும். Similarly, if the subject of the sentence is plural, subject plural ஆனா the verb should also be plural. This is called subject-verb agreement. So according to this agreement, subject வந்து சிங்குலராவும் வரலாம், pluralஆவும் வரலாம். You all know what is singular and plural? Yes, singularனா என்னது, pluralனா என்னது தெரியும் இல்லையா? Singular
Yes,
means?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is meant by singular? Yes,
A single person or something.
a single person or a single noun is called singular, whereas plural means more than one. Okay, Akshayasri and Sai Sharda, you know what is singular and plural, right?
Yes,
Singular
ma'am.
na என்னது? Plural na என்னது? For example, pen is singular, pens is plural. Pencil is singular, pencils is plural. Book is singular, books is plural. Okay. So likewise, we know that subjects can come either in singular form or plural form. Based on that, the verb will also change its form either to singular form or plural form, depending on the subject. If the subject is singular, you should use only singular verb. If the subject is plural, then you should use only plural verb. Alright, so now let's see. Subject-verb agreement means that subjects and verbs must always agree in number. Number means the singular and plural தான் mean பண்றாங்க. Not only does a verb change its form to tell time, but it can also change its form to indicate how many subjects it has. So here you can see, according to the subject-verb agreement, when the verb changes, okay, when the verb form changes in a sentence, we think that the tense alone is changed. Verb change ஆனா tense தான் change ஆகுறதோன்னு நினைப்போம் நம்ம எப்பவுமே. For example, go அப்படிங்கிறது இப்போ went ஆச்சுன்னா present tense past tense ஆ மாறுது. இப்போ went அப்படிங்கிறது gone மாறுதுன்னா present perfect tenseக்கு போறது இல்ல past perfect tenseக்கு போறது. ஆனா verb வந்து நம்ம change பண்றது tense changeக்கு மட்டும் கிடையாது. Verbs can also change from singular to plural and from plural to singular. So for example, take the verb run. Run, R-U-N, run. When we are in the present tense, we use the verb run. But if the subject is singular, then we say it is runs. அதாவது run அப்படிங்கிற verb எடுத்துக்கிறோம். சரி, எல்லா verbuக்கும் 3 forms இருக்கு. What are the 3 forms of verbs? Can somebody tell?
Present tense, past tense, and past participle.
Present form, past form and the past participle form. Okay. So இந்த present form அப்படிங்கிறது base formனு சொல்லலாம். So இந்த present form அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து இப்ப run அப்படிங்கிற verb எடுத்தோம்னா it is the present form. அப்ப நான் வந்து I run, you run, we run, they run, children run, students run, kids run இதெல்லாம் சொல்லலாம். ஏன்னா இங்க வந்து subject வந்து pluralஆ இருக்கு. Subject இங்க என்னது I இல்லைன்னா you இல்லைன்னா they or we or children or kids or students. ஸோ plural subject கூட நான் run அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன். ஆனா இதே பேஸ் verb, இதே V1 ஃபார்ம்ல இருக்கிற verb நான் runs அப்படின்னு சேஞ்ச் பண்ணினேன்னா tense is not changing. The tense is not changing. Rather அங்க என்ன ஆகுறது? Plural verb வந்து singular verb ஆ மாறுது. There is one difference between nouns and verbs. Generally, if you are adding s or es to a noun, it will become plural. But if you are adding s or es to a verb, it becomes singular. தமிழ்ல எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன். அதாவது நவுன்ஸ் வந்து இப்ப நம்ம நவுன் புக், பென், பென்சில், டேபிள், சேர் இந்த மாதிரி வேர்ட்ஸ் கூட நம்ம எஸ் ஆட் பண்ணினோம்னா டேபிள்ஸ், புக்ஸ், சேர்ஸ், பென்சில்ஸ்னு மாறும்போது அது ப்ளூரலா இருக்கும். ஆனா வேர்ப்ல வந்து நம்ம வந்து ரன் அப்படிங்கறத ரன்ஸ் எழுதினோம்னா ரன் வந்து ப்ளூரலும் ரன்ஸ் வந்து சிங்குலர். In verbs, if you are adding s or es, it is converted to singular, not plural. So it is the opposite rule. Nouns or rule opposite ஆன rule தான் verbs follow பண்றது. Okay. So you can see according to the subject verb agreement, take the verb run. So you can tell I run, You run, they run, we run, children run, students run, etc. But if the subjects are singular, he, she, it, in the mother singular subjects, he runs, she runs, it runs, Soundarya runs, Anu runs, and the mother because in the subject வந்து singular subject. ஒருத்தரோட பேர் சொல்லும்போது that is singular. ஆனா ஐக்கு மட்டும் ஏன் மேம் ஐ வந்து சிங்குலர் தானே ஏன் பட் ப்ளூரலா எடுக்கிறோம்? That is an exception in English. I வந்து அப்படி ஏன்னா sometimes I is considered as a singular subject, sometimes I is called a plural subject. So I can be of two types. I sometimes it is generally we call I as the first person singular. First person singular நாலே grammarல I தான். First person plural இது what is first person plural? First person, second person, and third person. We have three persons. So first person is I. First person singular is I. Plural
We.
we. Very good. First person plural is we. Second person singular you. Second person plural is also you. Third person singular he, she, it. And what is the
She.
third? And third person plural?
Miss Day.
Very good, very good, very good. Third person plural வந்து they. Okay, அப்ப நம்ம இந்த டேபிள் எப்பவுமே மைண்ட்ல இருக்கணும். Okay, first person singular, first person plural. Second person singular, second person plural. Third person singular, third person plural. அப்போ first person singular வந்து ஐயா எடுக்கிறோம் நம்ம. அப்போ ஐ வந்து சிங்குலர் தானே மேம். அப்ப ஐ ரன்ஸ்னு சொல்லலாமே? இல்ல. அது நம்ம வந்து அந்த இடம் வரும்போது ஒரு சில பிளேசஸ்ல வந்து ஐ வந்து ப்ளூரலா மாறிடும். Okay, so here we are having one example. See, you can see the table. Actually, there is no columns, but you can see that it is like a table only. First person singular subject is I. First person plural subject is we. Second person singular is you. Plural is also you. எதனால you plural வருது? Have you ever thought of that? Singular plural both are you.
Because it was exceptional, ma'am.
It's not because of exception. Actually, there is a reason for that. Actually, you sometimes means to neither or me. So if I'm speaking to one person and if I'm telling you are my friend or you are my student, so you is considered to be a singular subject. Whereas if I am addressing a group of people, if I'm addressing a class or an audience or a group of people and I'm telling that you are great or you are all excellent, you are all brilliant students. So here you is addressed looking at a group of people. So in this place, you is also considered to be a plural subject. நீ அப்படின்னாலும் you தான், நீங்க எல்லாரும் அப்படின்னாலும் you தான். So this is not an exception. We are already having a reason. Whereas I வந்து ஏன் plural ஆகிறது? That is an exception because there is no a proper definition still in grammar. Maybe the founders would have seen something, but still we have to do a great research if you want to identify or understand why I is considered to be a plural subjects in some times and singular subject at some other times. Okay. And third person is he, she, and it. Plural subject is they. So here you can see first person la I run. Singular ஆகும்போது I run. Plural ஆகும்போது we run வருது. Second person la you. So you run, you all run. ஓகே நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பர்சன் சாரி செகண்ட் பர்சன் சிங்குலர்ல ஒரு யூ மட்டும்தான் இருக்கு செகண்ட் பர்சன் ப்ளூரல்ல யூ ஆல் இருக்கு யூ ஆல் ரன் நவ கமிங் டு தேர்ட் பர்சன் ஹீ ரன்ஸ் ஷீ ரன்ஸ் த பாய் ரன்ஸ் அப்ப இங்கே ரன்ஸ் ஆகுதுன்னா ஹீ ஷீ இட் த பாய் இதெல்லாம் வந்து சிங்குலர் சப்ஜெக்ட் சப்ஜெக்ட் yes so these are all singular subjects so singular subjects kuda we can say that only runs will come not run whereas they is a plural subject. They is a plural subject, hence we are using the word run. They run. So you can tell I, you, they, we are plural subjects. He, she, it are singular subjects. Okay, you can also write it. It runs. Instead of the boy runs, you can write it runs. Okay, so here there is a question. Did you all notice that in the third person singular, an S was added to the verb? And the fact is that all present tense verbs have an S added to them when the subject is third person singular. The end of verb எடுத்தாலும், whatever be the verb. For example, drink. Drink is a verb. Okay, shall we try with all the subjects how it will come? I will start with I. Okay. Then you have to continue from we, you all, he, she, the boy and they. So I'm starting. First, I drink. Okay, so what will come with we?
We drink.
What is the answer?
Jack.
We drink. Very good. Okay, who is that cute little girl? What's your name?
Hanvi.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Hanvi.
Oh, are you from Hyderabad?
No.
Ah, where are you from?
And
Andhra Pradesh. Ah, okay, okay. I think your mom called me one day, right? Okay, okay. So you can learn, you can attend the class. Thank you. Okay. So you can see I run. The next is we run. Now second person. Again, you run. Okay, so instead of you run, what were we discussing? Drink. So I drink, we drink. Next is second person.
You drink.
You drink, you all.
Drink. Drink.
Again, you all drink. Now coming to third person, here you have to be careful. He, she, and the boy are singular subjects. So
he
Drinks.
he drinks. Good. She
drinks.
drinks, and
She drinks.
the boy,
The boy drinks.
the boy drinks. Yes, and then again,
It
Drinks.
drinks.
it drinks. For example, it is used with any kind of animals. So you can sell it. You
Miss
can
Bird.
Yeah, and yeah, it is used for animals, birds, or any kind of other living things. Apart from human beings, for all other living creatures, we use the pronoun it. So you can say it drinks milk. Okay, if you have a cat in your house, you can tell it drinks milk every day. Or if there is a dog at your house, you can tell it eats pedigree every day. Okay, likewise. So now the final one is they.
They drink.
Very good. They drink.
They drink.
Yes. So I drink, you drink, we drink, they drink, you all drink, he drinks, she drinks, it drinks, the boy drinks. Okay. So here, this is the first rule that you have to study. When the subject becomes singular, the verb is also becoming singular. And if the subject is plural, the verb is also plural. Now coming down, you can just look at this one. While we are not likely to write or speak the following sentences, I walks, they walks, the cat walk. We write like this. If we write like I walks, they walks, the cat walk, etc., then we are creating a subject-verb agreement error. It means that you are making an error. It is a mistake. We never say I walks. We say only I walk. We never tell they walks. We say only they walk. The cat walk. It is wrong. What is the correct answer?
The
Cat
cat walks.
walks.
The cat walks. The cat walks is the correct answer. Okay. So subject-verb agreement
Cat
error.
walks.
Yeah, the cat walks. Very good. So subject verb agreement errors are very serious and they signal that the writer does not have mastery over the English language. So if you are making a mistake in the subject verb agreement, okay, so you are all school students. So definitely, I don't know in how many schools this topic or this fundamental topic is taught. If your teacher has taught this topic, definitely it is good. Okay, if at all this topic had not been taught in your school, please listen to this class. Okay, because this is very very important. Okay, நீங்க வந்து எவ்வளோ it doesn't matter how many years you complete or even if you reach college. Even today when I was doing my college, many of my friends didn't know the subject verb agreement. They used to speak she sitting, he walking, I coming. Is that correct? No, you have to tell she is sitting, I am walking, they are coming. So what is
You
this?
and that's not Tamil.
So am, is, are. You have to give importance to these kinds of small words. Okay, even
Ma'am,
yesterday. Hmm?
ma'am, we don't know Tamil, madam.
Yeah, that's okay. Actually, I'm not using Tamil very often. Okay, I will use Tamil only for a few places because most of the students are from Tamil Nadu here. Okay, so we'd have two sections. One is for Kerala students, which is conducted on Saturdays, and this is for Tamil Nadu students. So I will be using Tamil in a very few places. So no need to worry about that. Okay, you can focus on the theory what I'm teaching. Okay, so no need to worry about it. All right. So you can understand that subject verb agreement error is made by many people. Even once they complete their graduation or once they get into a job, still people are making mistakes. So from this, what we can learn is if someone is there to teach you, then take it as a bonus, take it as a gift. because I don't know how many schools are teaching this subject verb agreement. Some students will easily understand this topic without even teaching. So in default, they will understand this. But some students, they may not be able to immediately learn this topic because you have to change from singular to plural, plural to singular. So for the beginners, it might be a little bit confusing. But once you start practicing, it will be easy. So how to learn this subject verb agreement is you have to read. You should read a lot. Okay, so whenever you go to library, or whether your school takes you, your class teacher takes you to the library, make use of that time. Read good story books, or read different kinds of lessons or articles. Okay, newspaper reading is also a good thing. So from there you can understand, okay, this for this subject this is singular, so the verb used is singular. If there are two verbs, one is and the other one is are, which is singular and which is plural? Yes, Akshaya, do you know? There are two verbs, is and are. Which one is singular?
R.
Are is plural. Are is plural. Is singular. Right. So is singular and are is plural. So this is again a very basic concept. All right. So you can see here this thus it is important that writers understand the following 13 different situations that may cause subject verb agreement errors. So we are not just discussing one particular type. There are 13 different types of subject verb agreement. Okay, subject verb agreement is same. We are following the same agreement, but in 13 different cases we are going to check and learn that. And there are 13 corresponding rules to ensure that our subjects and verbs always agree in number. Subject and verb should always agree in number. Okay. So once you have completed the 13 rules and you have written your own examples, you can practice your skill on, there is one website, chomchomp.com. Okay. I will just share this PDF in the group. You can go through it. And there in the website, there is an exercise part. There you can find the subject verb agreement exercise and you can do it yourself. Okay. The website name is chomchomp.com. Okay. Anyways, now we will go through the 13 rules. Coming to the first rule, okay, so rule 1 says, today we will not learn all the 13 rules, don't worry. Today we will learn the first 6 rules or 7 rules. In the next class, we will learn the next 6 rules. Okay, so the first rule tells, two or more subjects joined by and are considered plural and require a verb form without an s. Okay, so here, instead of one subject, I am going to join 2 or 3 nouns together using the word and. What part of speech is and?
Conjunction.
Yes, it is a conjunction. And is a conjunction. Okay, it is one of the 8 parts of speech. Okay. So,
Conjunction.
yes, conjunction, very good. So, two or more subjects joined by and are considered plural. So, if two or more subjects are joined together using the word and, it will no more be a singular subject. It becomes a plural subject. So, hence the verb should be plural. For example, Jan, John, and Bob walked to the store. Jan, John, and Bob walked to the store. So here, what is the subject of this sentence? You can see it is Jan, John, and Bob. This is together a subject. So we call such subjects as compound subject. Jan, John, and Bob. So there are 3 members. This is a plural subject. So you are not writing walks. It is walk. Jan, John, and Bob walk to the store. Yes. Soundarya, can you read the second example?
Bob and his brothers walked to the store.
Bob and his brothers walk to the store. So here you can see again Bob and his brother.
Brother. Walk to the store.
Yes, Bob and his brothers walk to the store.
John and his brother walk to the store.
Yes, good, good, very good students. So here again you can see what is the subject. Purushothaman, can you tell the subject?
Ma'am, the subject are
The
first example or second example, ma'am?
second example.
Bob, ma'am.
Bob and his brothers. That is together.
Bob.
We are speaking about plural subject because we are connecting two words using the word and. and which you are connecting this Bob and brothers. Okay, so Bob and his brothers, plural subject. Again, you have to use the plural verb walk. So Bob and his brothers walk to the store. Now you have to create your own examples. I will give one example to you. Okay. Anu and Manu study together. Anu and Manu study together. So now you give your examples. You can raise your hands and you can give examples. My example is Anu and Manu study together. So Anu and Manu is a plural subject. Two people. Yes, yes, come on. You can do it. We will do it practically. Only then you will learn. Yes, Purushottam, can you give an example?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah,
Balu and Raju
ah.
are are studied well.
Balu and Raju studied well. அங்க வந்து we are stating in past tense. Okay, so you
Yes.
can tell Babu and Raju study well. Hmm? Babu and Raju study well. So study is a plural word. Yes, Soundarya, please.
Akshaya and Abhirami eat ice cream.
Aishwarya and Abhirami eat ice cream. Very good. Okay. One more example, please. We will go for one last example. Akshaya, can you try? Akshaya or Sai Sharda? Yes, Akshaya. This class has to be an interactive class. Okay. As I always tell, this is not just a one-way traffic. Not only the teacher will be lecturing the class, not like that. This has to be an interactive session. Because we are just getting one day a week, right? So we have to maximum make use of it. Yes, Akshaya, ஒரு sentence கொடுடா எனக்கு. Give me a sentence, no?
Ma'am,
Can you
any
say?
one sentence?
Yes, just one example.
Ma'am, shall I?
Is that? After
Fauzia.
let Akshaya tell and then I will come to Fauzia. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Akshaya. Fast, fast. Please
She
make it
walks
fast.
to school every day.
The sorry, can you repeat?
She walks to school every day.
Okay, he walks to school every day. Okay, so here we are looking about plural subjects and plural verb, but you gave an example for a singular subject, but that's fine. He walks to school every day. Okay, so this is a singular sentence. I'm asking for plural examples. Yes, Fauzia, can you try?
Yes, ma'am. Me and my brother is attending the spoken English class.
It's not a me and my brother, I and my brother. You should not start a sentence with me. Okay, எப்பவுமே you should start with I only. So I and my brother are attending spoken English class. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I and my brother. So the subject is plural. One is I, the other one is my brother. So subject becomes plural. So it is not is, you have to use are. I and my brother are attending the spoken English class. Yes, Sachin Patel.
Palak and Pranjal walk together.
Palak and Anchal walk together. Yes, very good. Good, good, good. Okay. So this is how. Yes, last one.
Sairam will try this, ma'am.
Oh, okay, Sairam, can you try?
Ramu and Somu playing well.
Ramu and Somu are playing well. Okay, fine. Good, good. You are learning. Okay. Purushottamana vida the Sai is smart, I think. Okay. Purushottaman, you should not allow that. Okay, you have to be smart.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So very good. So this is how we have to use plural subjects with plural verbs. Okay, this is the first rule. Now I'm going to the second rule. First rule is completed. I hope you understood. Yes. Coming to the second rule. If a subject is modified by the words each or every, then that subject is singular and will take a verb form that ends in s. So what is being told here is when you are using the words each and every before a subject, for example, each boy, each girl, each student, each kid, etc., then the subject is considered to be singular and the verb will also be naturally singular. Okay, so for example, each boy and girl walks to the store. Each boy and girl walks to the store means ஒவ்வொரு boyum ஒவ்வொரு girlum. Each boy and each girl walks to the store. So here it is not walk, it is walks. I will give you another example. Each student writes the exam. Each student writes the exam. Yes, now it's your turn. Think and give me some examples. Yes, Soundarya.
Every woman and man gathers at Panchayat.
Can you repeat,
Student
please? It's not audible, clearly audible.
reading the book.
Okay. Soundarya, could you please come back again? Yeah.
Every man and woman gathers at Panchayat.
Every man and woman. Okay. It will not be every men and women. I think it should be every man and woman. Singular. Okay. Every man
Yes,
and
ma'am.
yes, every man and woman gathers in the panchayat. Good. Yes. Sai Sharda, do you want to try?
Each students are reading a book.
Each student is reading the book. Okay. Each student is reading the book. Okay, or you can tell each of the students is reading the book. However, the subject will be singular only. Is tane you are using. You are not using are. Each student is reading a book, or each of the students is reading a book. Yes, one last example. Somebody. Okay, Purushothaman.
Each of the student must go to the school.
Each of the students. Each of the. Whenever you are using each of the, then the subject will become. We have to add s to the subject. So each of the students must go to the school. So either you can tell each student goes to the school or each of the students goes to the school. Both are correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So one more example. Do you want to try one more example? Somebody else? Fausia, do you want to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Fausia and after that I will call Sachin. Be ready with an example. Yes,
Each
Fausia.
student
Each student.
each students are going to the player.
Each student is going to the prayer. Okay, each student means only one student. So R where the is. Okay, each student is going to the prayer. Yes, Sachin,
Um, every student have to walk in line.
every student has. Has is used with singular subjects, no? Okay, so every student has to walk. What you said? Can you repeat it?
Ma'am, I want to try.
1 second, Kanna. Sachin, can you repeat the example? Okay, yes, Akshaya, please try.
Yes, is our gift to each other.
Each other is a different word. Okay, each other is means you gave it to one another. Okay, fine. That is also a good example. But here we are learning about each and every. So each boy and girl walks to the store. Each student writes the exam. Each man attends the meeting. Each parent goes to school. Likewise. Okay, each parent goes to school to attend the meeting, etc. Alright. So this is about the second rule. Whenever you are using the words each or every before a subject, you have to use the singular word. Okay, now coming to the third rule. If plural subjects are joined by or, nor, or but. I repeat, if plural subjects are joined by or, nor, or but, then the verb must only agree with the subject that is closest to it. So, for example, you can look at the first sentence. Either Bob or his brother walks to the store. Either Bob or his brother means ஒண்ணுல Bob இல்லைன்னா அவனோட brother. Either Bob or his brother walks to the store. So why you are writing walks to the store? Because either Bob is singular, or his brother is also singular. So either Bob or his brother walks to the store. Second one, neither Bob nor his brothers walk to the store. Neither Bob nor his brothers walked to the store. Here it is brother, so you used the walks singular verb. But here it is brothers plural, so you are using walk to the store. Now the third one, not Bob but his brothers walked to the store. Here again brothers, second word is plural, so you are using walk. Not Bob but his brothers walked to the store. And the last one, not Bob, but his brother walks to the store. So here you can see if it is brother, you are using walks. If it is brothers, you are using walk. Okay, I will give one example. Either Ram or Raj attends the exam. Either Ram or Raj attends the exam. Can you try now? Yes, Soundarya.
Neither of the students wanted to participate.
Neither of the students
Want to participate.
Neither of the students want to participate. Okay, so here you are not using two subjects, you are just using one subject, that is neither of the students. Neither of the students wants to participate. Neither of the students is considered to be a singular subject again. Neither of the students means ஒரு student
Ma'am,
ஒரு student
but in the second example, there is also yes in the brothers. Then
no
how it be, ma'am?
neither of the whenever you are using this of the neither of the students means none of the students. So none of the students or neither of the students means you are indicating each student. So each is again singular. So you have to use singular verb. But here the sentence is neither Bob nor his brothers. Neither nor is different from neither of some subject. So neither Bob nor his brothers walked to the store. So here you can see neither Bob nor his brothers. Brothers is plural, so walk is used. But what you said, neither of the students. So neither of the students means none of the students. That is of different meaning from this one. Okay, so neither of the students writes the exam or passes the exam, something like that. But this one is slightly different. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
got it. Okay. Yes, Sachin, yeah, you can give an example. Sachin, I can't hear you. Can you please repeat? Yeah, Sachin, your voice is breaking. Can you just check your connection? Maybe you can exit and come back. All right. So someone else? Okay.
My fa-
Ah,
my father and my brother are walks to the store.
my father and my brother are walking to the store. Okay, my father and my brother are walking to the store because here my father and my brother again if the subject is plural. So you are using are walking to the store. Okay, whenever you are using walking, talking, eating, sleeping, etc., you have to use is or are. Okay, is or are should be used with the ing form of the verb. Okay, yes. Now I hope you understood the third one. Now moving to the fourth rule. Okay, maybe we will do one thing. We will discuss the first six rules today. So this is the fourth one. Indefinite pronouns are usually singular and take a verb form that ends in s. Indefinite pronouns, there's a list of indefinite pronouns. There are 20 indefinite pronouns. I will show you the list. Whenever you are using an indefinite pronoun, it is considered to be singular and they take a verb form that ends in s. Okay, and I will just show you the list of indefinite pronouns. Yes, these are the commonly used indefinite pronouns. There are totally 20. Here you can see only 16. It is anyone, anything, anybody, each, then everyone, everybody, everything, then nobody, no one, nothing, someone, something, somebody, one, neither. So you can easily study it in this order. Anyone, anything, anybody, someone, something, somebody, anyone, anything, anybody, everyone, everything, everybody, no one, nothing, nobody. Okay, I repeat, anyone, anything, anybody, then someone, something, somebody, no one, nothing, nobody, everyone, everything, everybody. So you got 12 now. Now you got 12 words, right? So with 12 you also consider each, either, neither, one. Each, either, neither, one. Then you will have like some other words like all, none, most, any. So four more words. All, none, most, any. Okay, so totally you are getting 20. Okay. So whenever you are using any of these indefinite pronouns, what happens is that the verb will be singular. Okay. See, indefinite pronouns are usually singular and they take a verb form that ends in s. You will find a list of indefinite pronouns at the end of this handout. Yes, we checked it now. For example, everyone walks to the store. Everyone walks to the store. Similarly, everything comes back eventually. Everything comes back eventually. Now I will give another example. Everyone writes the exam or everybody writes the exam. Yes, can you give another example? For everyone, everything, everybody. Okay, we have a lot of indefinite pronouns. These are the list of indefinite pronouns. So can you give an example? Yes,
You want
understand.
to?
Yes, yeah, Akshaya.
Everyone looked relieved.
Everyone,
Ma'am, everyone looked relieved.
everyone looked. This is in past tense, no? I want in present tense. Try something in
Sorry.
present tense. Okay. Yes, Soundarya.
Everyone looks beautiful.
Everyone looks beautiful. Okay, Spousea.
Everyone eat lunch and lunch break.
Everyone eats lunch in the lunch break. Everyone eats.
Everyone eat lunch at lunch break.
It is not everyone eat. It is everyone eats. Okay, everyone eats lunch in the lunch break. Okay. Okay, fine. Everyone eats lunch in the lunch break. Yes. So some other example? Some other examples? One more?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Sachin. Yeah.
Nobody dares to go in that haunted house.
Nobody dares to go in that haunted house. Very good. So haunted house means a house which is believed to have some supernatural powers or some a ghost or something. Okay. So no one dares to go to that haunted house. Very good. Good example. Okay. So this is how we have to use this everyone, everything, everybody, someone, something, somebody, no one, nothing, nobody, then anyone, anything, anybody, then each, either, neither, and one. So for one, you can tell one of the students is intelligent, or one of the students writes the homework, one of the kids plays in the park, etc. All right. Now coming to the fifth rule, the subject of a verb is never in a prepositional phrase or verb phrase. Therefore, you must isolate the phrase and find the proper subject. Actually, if a long sentence is given, okay, we have to be able to identify the subject of a sentence without mixing it with a prepositional phrase. What is meant by a prepositional phrase? Okay, any phrase that begins with a preposition is called a prepositional phrase. Similarly, any phrase that begins with a verb is called a verbal phrase. For example, the mother duck with all of her little ducklings walks to the store. So here you can see the mother duck is the subject, walks is the verb, to the store is the object. And what about the one in the bracket with all of her little ducklings? This is the prepositional phrase. And what is the preposition here? With all of her little ducklings. So there is a preposition in this phrase. What is that? It is with all of her little ducklings. So with is a preposition. So any a phrase that begins with a preposition is called a prepositional phrase. So the prepositional phrase comes before the verb. If a prepositional phrase comes after the verb, for example, to the store is also a prepositional phrase because to is a preposition, but here we consider it as an object. So whenever a prepositional phrase or a verbal phrase comes before the verb of a subject, then you have to put it in a bracket or consider it as a separate phrase. Okay. Similarly, if I tell the mother duck along with all of her little ducklings, then also along with will be a preposition. So the phrase will be a prepositional phrase. Now the second example is with a verbal phrase. Let's see. The mother duck, including all her ducklings, walks to the store. So it is a verbal phrase, including all her ducklings. This is a verbal phrase. So the mother duck, including all her ducklings, walks to the store. So the verbal phrase is given in the bracket. So why we are putting the brackets is because you should not confuse it with the subject. The subject is only the mother duck. The mother duck is the subject. Nothing else is the subject. The mother duck is singular, so you are writing walks, walks. Okay. So I think now you may not be able to give an example all of a sudden, but you can think and you can form sentences at your home. Okay. Similarly, I will just give you another example. Okay. The girl, the girl standing behind her friend, comma, was crying. The girl standing behind her friend was crying. So here that standing behind her girl, that particular part will be the prepositional phrase because behind is a preposition. Standing behind her friend was crying. So standing behind her friend is a preposition phrase. That will not mix with the subject. Okay, so the girl is singular subject. That alone will be considered as a subject. So the girl is singular. So I can tell the girl standing behind her friend cries. Okay, or I told crying, right? So either you can use ing form or you can use the first form of the verb, cries. Alright. So I hope you understood the fifth one. Any doubts in the fifth rule? I hope the fifth one is clear. Okay, so now we will just go through, yes, we will go through the last rule, that is sixth one. Some indefinite pronouns and nouns will be singular or plural depending on the object of the prepositional phrase. And these words are always about number or amount, such as all, half, some, none, most, part, etc. So what is this actually? Some indefinite pronouns and nouns will be singular. Some indefinite pronouns like all, some, few, none, more, most, etc. will be either singular or plural, depending on the object of the prepositional phrase. Okay, you know what is meant by a prepositional phrase? What is meant by an object also? So depending on the object, some indefinite pronouns will become singular. Okay. So these words are always about number or almost or amount such as all, half, some, none, most, part, etc. For example, some of the students are gone. Some of the students are gone. So here you can see students is plural. That is why you are using are gone. Some of the students are gone. Similarly, you can see some of the cake is gone. Some of the cake is gone or some of the cake is eaten. Alright, some of the cake is eaten or some of the cake is gone. It depends. Here the students is plural, so you are writing are, whereas cake is singular, you are writing is. Okay, so one more example. The mother duck and all of her ducklings walk to the store. The mother duck and all of her ducklings walk to the store. So here the mother duck and all. So the subject is already plural. And here you can see ducklings. That is again plural. So you are writing walk to the store. Okay. So can somebody try an example using some? Can somebody give an example?
We have
Sorry?
we have
Hmm.
some chocolates.
We have chocolates. Okay. That is good example.
When she's playing paper, we have some chocolates.
Yeah, I understood that. We have some chocolates. So that is a good example. It is correct. We is plural, so you are using have. That's a good example. Very good. We have some chocolates. So now we are learning about some. So for some, can somebody give an example? Yes, Soundarya, can you try?
Yes, ma'am. Some of the chemicals are dangerous.
Okay, some of the chemicals are dangerous. Okay, so chemicals is plural, so you are writing are. Some of the chemicals are dangerous. Okay, do you want to try Fausia? Try Panama?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Can I try?
Yes, Fausia.
Some of the questions are so hard.
Some of the questions.
Questions are so hard
Very good. Some of the questions are so hard. Okay, questions is
in exam.
again. Okay, very good. Yes, some of the questions are so hard in the exam. Very good. Anyone else?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes, Sachin.
Some of the bees, some of the bees are humming around the beehive.
Some of the bees are humming around the beehive. Very good. Okay. So this is how you have to form examples for some of the. Okay, here why did we write some of the cake is gone? It is because cake is a whole thing. It is just one cake and you have taken a part of the cake. So some of the cake is gone. Cake is singular, that's why you are using is. Yes, one last example, Soundarya. Do you want to try? You have raised your hands, I think. Okay, so maybe it comes by default. All right, so we have completed the first six rules. In the next class, we will start from the seventh rule. Yes, Sai Sharada, you want to try?
Some of the students are eating.
Some of the students are eating lunch. Okay, very good. Some of the students are eating their lunch. Good, good. This is how we have to form sentences. Okay, so it is not only for some. You can also form sentences using all, half, none, most, part, etc. For example, all of the students are gone, or all of the students are eating. Half of the students are gone in the class. Then half of the students have written the exam. Then none of the students passed the exam. None of the students failed the exam. Most of the students passed the exam. Then a part of the students are eating lunch, or a part of the students have gone to their houses, etc. Okay, so with this, we can just take a break for today. Now, I will just share a screen. Okay, this is actually a practice for you to do the identification of subject and predicate. Okay, those who want to know what is a subject and predicate, I explained it in the beginning. A subject is what the sentence is about. A predicate tells us what the subject is or what the subject is doing. Subject means about whom or what you are speaking in a sentence. Predicate means what you are telling about the subject or what the subject is doing. That is called the predicate. Okay, so there are totally 10 questions. We will just try to answer the subject and predicate. So, in the first question, the answer is already given. I enjoy pizza with sausage and pepperoni. So, here I am speaking about I. So, I is the subject, and the predicate is enjoy pizza with sausage and pepperoni. Yes. So, the second question, likewise, you have to find the subject and the predicate. Ready? Yes. Second question is the old house on the corner has a big garden in the backyard. The old house on the corner has a big garden in the backyard. Yes, Sachin Patel. Sachin, do you want to answer? Okay, what about Soundarya?
Ma'am, the
House
subject is the
and the
old
room.
house. The predicate is on the corner has a big garden in the backyard.
It's not completely right. Sachin, do you want to try? Actually, your voice is not clear, Sachin. That's why I'm not able to hear you. Actually, in this sentence, the old house on the corner is together the subject. Okay, the old house on the corner is the subject. Has a big garden in the backyard is the predicate. So here you can see either you can do this in two ways. Either the old house is the subject, on the corner may be taken as a prepositional phrase, has a big garden in the backyard is the predicate. Or if you are not dividing the predicate, you can do like this. The old corner on the house is the subject together. Has a big garden in the backyard is the predicate. So what is the verb in this sentence? Have you identified the verb? Predicate will have the verb. What is the verb here?
Has.
Has is the verb. Yes, has is the helping verb. So there is no main verb here. Only helping verb is available. Okay. Now the next one. Lynn, my mom's best friend, plays cards with her family. Someone else please try. Everyone must come forward and try. Whether the answer is right or wrong, that is secondary. You have to try.
Ma'am, I didn't understand, ma'am.
Which one?
The second one, ma'am.
Second one,
Ma'am, can I?
yeah, 1 second. 1 second, please. See, the second one, the old house on the corner is together a subject because wherever the verb comes, you have to start the predicate only from there. Okay, where the verb is coming here, just starting from has. So you have to start the predicate only from has. This is one option. Or you can do one thing. The old house is the subject. On the corner can be taken as a prepositional phrase. Has a big garden in the backyard will be the predicate. Why I am choosing on the corner as a PP, that is prepositional phrase, is because on is a preposition. So if you don't go that much detailed, that's fine. You can simply write the old house on the corner and the subject. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome. Okay, so third one, yes, who wants to try? Purushottamana, who called me? யாரோ சொன்னீங்களே, I want to try in. Who said that?
Fauzia, ma'am.
Ah, Fauzia. Okay. Please find the subject first and then the predicate.
Lumia, my mom's best friend, ma'am.
What? அது என்னது அது? Is it a subject or predicate?
Subject, ma'am.
Very good. It's not Lumia, it is Lynn. Okay, Lynn. Lynn. My mom's best friend plays cards with her family. So what is the predicate here? Plays cards.
Place card.
Plays cards with her family. அது மொத்தமா சொல்லணும். Plays cards with her family அப்படிங்கிறது ஃபுல்லாவே predicate.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, okay, fine. Yes, what do you want?
Mom,
Yes, what do you want?
mom is the best.
Sorry, what is she telling?
Mom, she's telling she'll tell the answer.
Okay, let her try. What is the subject?
Then, my mother's best friend.
Very good. Lynn, my mom's best
Subject.
friend. It is the subject. Very good. And what is your name? Yeah, what is your name? Yeah, your name.
Mom, Cherit.
Chetan. Yes, Chetan, can you identify?
Mom, no, Cherit.
What's your name? I didn't understand.
Cherit, madam.
Cherit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Cherit, can you find out the predicate?
Mom plays cards with her family.
Yes, that will be the predicate. In which class you are studying, Cherit?
Mom, sixth.
Sixth standard. Okay, fine. What about the little one?
Mom, UKG.
KG, yeah, she's a very small girl. Okay, all right. So thank you. So here you can see plays cards with her family is the predicate. Okay, now coming to the fourth question. The hammer on the shelf can be used to work on the project. Soundarya, can you try this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
The hammer on the shelf is the subject. Can be used to work on the project is the predicate.
Good. Yes. Now moving to the fifth one. Our dog Rocky loves to chase sticks and balls. Okay, there are three people who have raised hands. I will start with Fauzia. Yeah.
Our dog rock lovely to
ம்
and
கரெக்டா
subject,
படிங்க
ma'am.
கரெக்டா படிங்க ஸ்க்ரீன் நான் எவ்வளோ ஜூம் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் பாருங்க கரெக்டா ரீட்
Yes,
பண்ணுங்க
ma'am. 1 minute.
ஆ
Our dog Rocky is subject, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yeah. Our dog Rocky is the subject. Yes, okay. And what is the predicate?
To chase stick and balls.
Okay, loves to chase sticks and balls is the predicate. Okay. Next question is
Okay,
for
ma'am.
Shotaman. The shop owner Jay gives us free candy whenever we stop to say hello.
Ma'am, the shop owner, Jay is the subject, gives
Okay.
us free candy whenever we stop to say hello. Is a predicate.
Okay. So shop owner Jay is the subject. Gives us free candy whenever we stop to say hello. That is the predicate. Yes. Seventh question. A microwave and a blender cannot both fit on the counter in my kitchen. Cherit, can you try?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, my microwave and my blender is a subject.
Okay.
Cannot fit both
Hmm.
on the counter of my kitchen. Is predicate.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Now the eighth question. Amy, Carol, and Rachel went to France together for vacation. Who can try that? Amy. What is the subject now? Okay.
Annie,
Amy.
Carol,
Yes. Amy, Carol, and Rachel is the subject. Went to France together for vacation is the predicate. So the subject is plural. Amy, Carol, and Rachel. Three people are there. Okay. Then now the ninth one. Tom
Ma'am,
and
sorry.
Okay, ninth is for Sai. Tom and Anne are going to have dinner at the restaurant.
Tom and
Tom
Anne.
and Anne Tom and Anne when the subject are going to have dinner at the restaurant is predicate.
Okay, okay. Now the last question. My brother and my sister are studying in college. Who wants to try?
Ma'am,
My
சாய்ராம் பிரசாத் சொல்லல மேம் இன்னும்.
இப்போ வேற யார் சொன்னது இப்போ கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி?
சாய் அந்த இன்னொன்னு அந்த ஒரு
Oh,
கேர்ள்
Sai. Okay, okay, very good. Sairam Prasad. Try the 10th one. My brother and my sister are studying in college.
My brother and my sister is subject are
Okay.
studying in college is predicate.
Very good, very good. Okay, so with this, we have completed today's class. So it was very nice to meet new students today. Cherit, so Sai Sharda, Akshaya. So nice. So we will continue on next Sunday. So thank you for joining, students. Meet you on